Glad you're back to another edition of Nick and Knarf, two brothers in Tucson, bringing you great music. And today we're bringing you music from the early, mid to late 60s. We're talking about Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Ooh.
They had a lot of hits. Frank said 11, I think, top 40 hits.
From 66 to 69, they had 12 hit singles.
I would not have known that.
They were one of the fun bands of the 60s who left a pretty big mark during the era. They were very popular. They formed originally in Boise, Idaho in 1958, formed by the lead organist, one of the backup singers too, Paul Revere.
That's why all dressed like these guys are looking like
they all dressed in
patriots.
Revolutionary War outfits. Wasn't that cool? But they didn't start out with that name. Their original name was the Downbeats. And then they changed their name to Paul Revere and the Raiders. They moved from Boise into Oregon. And when they got into Oregon, they found the members of the group who got them going. And then they moved down to Southern California and were discovered and picked up by and produced by a big producer at the time. He produced Beach Boy stuff, Bird stuff. Terry Melcher, who actually was the son of Doris Day, one of the biggest producers in Hollywood at the time.
Hey, said
He even, apparently, one of his infamous little connections too was that he knew Charles Manson.
That's right.
Yeah, during the time when Charles Manson was trying to connect with Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys, Terry Melcher was a friend of the Wilsons, and he had met Manson, and there was controversy about the connection with him after all the murders and stuff. But Terry Melcher was an early producer and a champion of the Paul Revere and the Raiders, and then they were also championed by the great Dick Clark, who discovered them and featured them heavily on an afternoon show we used to watch. It was a national show, but it was filmed down in Malibu, California, not far from it. It was called Where the Action Is. Wow. And they would do a live, well, I don't know if it was live at the time, but it looked live. They were on the beach and they would do songs from all kinds of groups, but the Paul Revere and the Raiders were always there.
And their lead singer is Mark Lindsay, who all the chicks used to go crazy
Mark Lindsay
for.
was a heartthrob to a lot of girls back then. He has a very terrific singing voice as well. And after Paul Revere and the Raiders broke up, he went on a pretty solid solo career. He did a song called Cherokee Nation.
Cherokee Woman.
Yep. He did some great songs.
What was the other one?
Arizona, wasn't it?
Arizona. And that's where we're coming from.
But Paul Revere and the Raiders had some wonderful hits, and we're going to do 4 of them from you. First, I want to tell you a little bit more about them. They were inducted into the Oregon Hall of Fame in 2007 and the Hit Parade Hall of Fame in 2010.
Yeah, they have their poster right next to the then existing Mount St. Helens.
That's right. And anyway, Paul Revere himself died in 2014 at the age of 76 in Idaho. But Mark Lindsay's still around. But like I said, from 66 to 69, they had 12 hits.
I never would have known.
They had Just Like Me, was one of the first songs we were doing, was number 11. And then the other 3 songs are from the next year. That was from 1965. And then we're going to do 3 songs from 1966 that were all top 10 hits. So these guys were hit makers from 1966 to 69.
And they did the rounds on all the shows, Ed Sullivan,
everywhere.
And all those other shows that were, popular at the time. Did they ever do the Hollywood Palace, I wonder?
They might have. They did a lot of stuff. They were very big during those 2 or 3 or 4 years, and even afterwards, but not so much. But they have some wonderful songs, which if you've never heard them, you're going to really enjoy them. And if you have, you're going to enjoy hearing them again after all this time. But before we start, like always, we'd like to invite you to please subscribe, like, and share. If you have not, hit the like icon for us. It helps the algorithm promote the video for us. And to all of our subscribers, we really, like Nick says, hit that notification bell. It'll let you know when our videos are coming out.
That's it.
We got great content, caring for your ears, and all our great subscribers. We thank you very much.
Yeah.
So here we go. So the first tune from Paul Revere and the Raiders is their first big hit. And from 1965, the song is Just Like Me.
Come home to me each day. How you be my girl? That's what I want. Just you, sweet girl, not a front. It's just like me. I feel so good and I fall so much in love with you. me do, I'll be true. What I'd like you to say is that you love me here each day. It's just like me, it's just like me. I'm a fool, that's how I'll be. Oh, it's just like you to say goodbye and leave me all alone and cry. It's just like me,
Okay, so the comparison is to Dave Clark 5 and the Kinks a little bit.
Yeah, and a little bit of the Animals, too. You know, at that time in the mid-'60s, those small organs were a big, big part of a lot of bands using that organ. In fact, even in my band, when I was in high school with my buddies, we got a guy who came in and had what they call a farfisa, which was the popular kind of organ to play. And boy, it adds so much, but the Animals used it. Dave Clark 5 used it. Paul Revere and the Raiders. It was such a popular instrument, and it adds so much to the song. But some of these songs are really catchy. They're fun rock. And as a matter of fact, don't they sound like a lot of new alternative rock in a lot of ways? Alternative hails back to early garage kind of rock in a lot of ways. So you could hear the influence when they had the big revival of garage music in the early 80s and alt music. Paul Revere and the Raiders was singled out also as another one of the influencers.
Let's do another one.
All right. We're going to get into a song now from 1966. This one is for all of you out there who could use a cheeseburger right now. It's Hungry.
Girl, you got this need to know what I'm all about. Well, there's something that you dig you can't figure out. Well, now you wanna know what moves my soul and what ticks inside of my brain. Well, I've got this need I just can't control, and it's driving me insane. Can't take it, ow, because I'm hungry for those good things, baby. Hungry through and through. I'm hungry for that sweet life, baby, with a real fine girl like you. I can almost taste it, baby, and it's sweet as wine. Custom-tailored world that I wanna own someday. With a special place up high, we can stay alone, you and me. Girl, I'm gonna have it all someday if you just hang on to my hand. And if I break some rules along the way, girl, you gotta understand. It's my way of getting what I want now, 'cause I'm hungry. Yes, I'm hungry for those good things, baby. I'm hungry through and through. Well, I'm hungry for that sweet life, baby. A real fine girl like you. I can almost taste it now. Oh, it's sweet as wine. But I ain't gonna waste it now. When it's finally mine.
Love this part right here.
Gonna live each minute, really hours and days, till I've had my fill. Oh, girl, I'll be rolling in it.
Turtles.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, you know I will. Yes, I will. Wow. Cause I'm hungry for those good things, baby. Hungry through and through. I'm hungry for that sweet life, baby, with a real fine girl like you. I gotta have a good life. I'm hungry.
Sorry, I was laughing through part of it because it reminded me of that great scene from Get Smart. Kill, kill, kill. Make us sing.
Yeah, the sacred cows from that one episode where they're trying to brainwash the world. You know, another band I thought of that they remind me a little bit of is Iron Butterfly with that organ, too, because they had that there. It was so popular at that time, but what did you think of Hungry? Isn't it? There's some great stuff. This is some really fun tight little rock and roll, real clean and simple. But okay, here's our next rendering from the great Paul Revere and the Raiders. This one is called Kicks.
This is so British sounding.
Like that bass.
When you wake up in the morning, the world still gets you uptight. Well, there's nothing better you ain't tried to fill the emptiness inside. But when you come back down, girl, still ain't feeling right. Don't it seem like it's just keep getting harder to find, and all your kicks ain't bringing you peace of mind. Before you find out it's too late, girl, you better get straight. No, but not with kicks. You just need help, girl.
Nice.
Well, you think you're gonna find yourself a little piece of paradise, but it ain't happened yet. So, girl, you better think twice. Don't you see, no matter what you do, you'll never run away from you. And if you keep on running, you'll have to pay the price. And don't it seem like kicks just keep getting harder to find, and all your kicks ain't bringing you peace of mind. Before you find out it's too late, girl, you better get straight. No, you don't need kicks to help you face the world each day. That road goes nowhere. I'm gonna help you find yourself another way. Kicks just keep getting harder to find, and all your kicks ain't bringing you peace of mind. Before you find out it's too late, girl, you better get straight. Don't it seem like kicks just keep getting harder to find, and all your kicks ain't bringing you peace of mind.
Okay, no doubt in my mind that they wrote this song from stealing a little bit of Rolling Stones. Can't get no
Not just that. You know what else it is, Nick? Dave Clark 5. I heard the
Yeah,
Dave
I said
Clark
that
5
ear-
on
I
this
said
song.
that a little earlier.
You're right.
But
I mean,
this was a response to the Stones.
oh,
yeah.
but it's a tasty song. They
Oh,
did
it's
some-
a great song. I
they
think
did
it's
some-
better. It's their best one, I think.
You like it?
I think it's their
I
best
mean,
one.
you like it that much. I love it too. It's great stuff. But God, they're all so good. And this next one is going to be our final one in our tribute to Paul Revere and the Raiders. This was another one of their big hits. Really tasty. Here it is. Good Thing.
Monkeys.
Seems this world got you down. You're feeling bad vibrations round. Well, open your eyes, girl. Look at me. I'm gonna show you how it ought to be. We're gonna have a good thing, such a good thing, baby. And when your world don't seem just right, and the life's getting you uptight, you can change that wrong to right. 'Cause I was there myself last night. Girl, I really had a good thing, such a good thing, baby. I won't have no one there to bring you down. When it's a groovy world, girl, let me bring you to a good
Beach Boys there, huh?
Gotta hear me, you can be the more. Should you try? They don't care if you live or die. 'Cause they're losers. What a shame. I'm gonna show you to a brand new game. Girl, we're gonna have a good thing. Such a good thing, baby. I won't tell you no lies. When I'm through, you realize all the
that part did remind me of the Monkees. You know,
Oh,
those
God, yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, the Monkees, the Beach Boys, that harmony was that is a total Beach Boys ripoff. Not ripoff, but I mean an homage almost, really. But
exactly.
I'll tell you though, these things were pretty well produced. I mean, for such simple instrumentation and stuff, it sounds full and rich. And those harmony, they got those guys to come up with some really nice harmonies, and they were able to execute them. And you know, when I was in my band, we did play a couple of Paul Revere songs because we tried to mix it up with all the stuff that was hot at the time. And a couple of these were easy to learn too. That was the best part. They were easy to learn, but so tasty and so much fun. What did you guys think of Paul Revere and the Raiders and these 4 wonderful songs from a great era gone by? Another band that made their mark, disappeared, but still just lingers in the hearts and minds of all of us who grew up during that time, right, Nicky?
Yeah, you said something about number 400. What was?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yes. What is it? Kicks is number 400 on the Rolling Stone top 500 singles of all time.
Wow.
So there's some high praise they did manage to sneak into. So at least they're one of the top 500 songs of all time in rock history, according to the Rolling Stone. Of course, Rolling Stone, you know, has done a lot of stuff that's kind of people don't agree with. But hey, I don't deny them a spot there. I think that's a really tasty song, and they've paid their dues, and they were a real force for those early years, and got fun to listen to. Enjoy more Paul Revere and the Raiders if you get a chance. They're just a wonderful band from the 60s with a lot of wonderful music. And reminding you, we want to thank you, first of all, for joining us for another episode. Please, if you have not, consider subscribing. And if you haven't, either have or not, hit that like icon for us. Really makes a difference. Share it with your friends. Tell them about Nick and Knarf. We're here caring for your ears.
Do it for 2 brothers. Okay?
2 little brothers here and we just like us once in a while. But no, we thank you all for being with us today for another episode.
Look forward
of
to
Nick
your
and
comments, and until next time, Nick and Knarf signing off.
Peace out. Ciao, bum beating.